What's poppin', people? It's Dante, filming with the GoPro Mini, 1080p, 30 FPS, exported to 720p for that crispy HD. I love me a good small file. And so today we're gonna discuss body language in street photography. So I think body language is critical, right? The way that you carry yourself on the street, it's very important. So let's discuss. First and foremost, head up, shoulders back, chin up, right? Chest open, right? These simple things go a long way, right? The way that you carry yourself is very critical, right? You want to sort of own the street. That's step one, right? Be dominant, be confident, and have your body language presented that way so that you don't get smacked. But just think of modern man, right? Modern man looks like this, sort of like hunched, neck down, looking at their phones. Let's go against that, right? Let's go against the grain a little bit here, and yeah, open our body language up for starters. Okay, so then we talk about the technique, right? The technique in terms of photographing. So the way that you carry the camera is pretty much all up to you. I'm gonna showcase the way that I do it and some of the tips and tricks I've got. So for starters, you don't want to make eye contact with the people that you're photographing. You want to be discreet. You don't want to disturb the scene. You don't want to make it so obvious that you're taking their pictures, but you don't want to be too weird about it, right? We're just trying to get a picture and move on. This is a selfish act at the end of the day. We're making photographs for ourselves, and I don't think it's good to ruin anyone's day. So let's just get the photo and move on. So in terms of that, yeah, don't sort of have your shoulders directly facing the subject. Don't make eye contact with the subject. Simply walk through the scenes in front of you and carry yourself loosely, but with confidence. I like to make vertical pictures like such, where I hold the camera to the left of me and I make it very discreet. What's poppin', Rome? All roads lead to Rome. And so yeah, I'm just thinking about the way that I hold the camera physically and how that affects your approach to this sort of game, right? So when I photograph, I like to hold the camera very loosely, middle finger on the shutter, so I can go from vertical to horizontal very quickly, micro movements. I like to wave the wand, I like to move the camera around, I like to have this sort of art of distraction where it's not so obvious, right? I can actually pretend that I'm photographing something above me using a tourist technique like this, and then put the camera down and photograph whoever was in front of me. So this is another approach. Pretend as though you're photographing whatever is behind you. There's a way to get around this game and get close to people without them noticing. And there's some simple techniques and approaches that hopefully make sense here in the way that I'm doing this. I believe being fluid and being one with the street and with your camera is critical, so you must sort of have this knowledge of where to place the camera and at what time, so your timing is down. And you do this through repetition and through practice, right? You don't have to sit there and to really compose and to lay the camera out in front of you. You kind of just pull it up when you press the shutter, and you know where everything's going to be. Yeah, I think that these are some simple things to consider. You know, body language is everything. Remember to have your chest open, shoulders back, chin up, look around you. Don't face the subject directly with your shoulders. Don't look into their eyes, right? Kind of just photograph loosely, move the camera around, hold it very loosely, and have fun when you're in town. Make pictures, but don't make a sound. Be discreet when you're on the street. Body language is critical. Just walk around on repeat, and you'll see what you can find. I think that this is a fun thing to talk about, body language in street photography.